Peace, love, and light, soul tribe. Welcome to my vibe. I am the inner path shaman, an intuitive psychic channeler, and a generational curse breaker with a message for chosen ones, for light workers, for star seeds, for anyone on their soul's evolutionary journey. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to help you to get some answers, some clarity, some guidance from the Most High Mother and Father God, your angels, your ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest love and light. And today's message is we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. We perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. So before getting into the message, I would like to give a warm welcome to anyone listening that considers themselves to be a black cat, a black sheep, or a scapegoat. Basically, you're someone that has been ostracized, you've been bullied, you've been kicked around, you've been framed, you've been given responsibility for things or situations or matters that you had absolutely nothing to do with. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you to heal from that trauma, to close out the toxic karmic cycles, to break the generational curses, and be able to continue on or embark on your soul's evolutionary journey, which is also the expansion of your inner light. So welcome. If you're listening for the first time, do hit that subscribe button, and for notifications select all so that you're notified every time I post an update. I would also like to give a warm welcome to my newest subscribers, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the 5D vibe. I would also like to welcome back my OGs, my day ones, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome back to another update, and thank you for rocking with me this far. Most importantly, I would like to thank you all, my soul tribe, worldwide, universe-wide, for the positive vibes, the positive feedback, and the stories that you share with me energetically, through the comments, through the spirit realm, vibrationally. I really appreciate hearing back from you, because you confirm for me that I'm bringing you the right messages, the right healing from the higher realms. It is my honor to be that vessel, and I love you all. Last but not least, I would also like to express gratitude for the opposing forces that I encounter on this journey. The haters of light, the haters of life, the dark forces, because through the contrast of their own darkness towards my light, they have shown me that I have this inner light, and that it can be very powerful, and that it must stay on at all times. I'm especially thankful that I'm now able to share that light with my soul tribe, with the collective of light, with the world. I really appreciate that input on this journey. So let's get into the message, and before diving right in, I want to remind everyone that these messages are timeless. So when you hear the message, that's when your soul is ready to receive it. It doesn't matter when it was posted. Also, the messages are collective, so only take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, if the message resonates with you today, please like, share, subscribe. Help make the video more visible to others so that they too can come across this healing and illuminating message. Also, if the message resonates with you today and you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, especially for the multi-dimensional aspects contained in the message for yourself, add green hearts to the comments. By adding green hearts to the comments, you animate Most High Mother and Father God, or the universe or source, to optimize your heart chakra with the 528 Hz frequency, which is the frequency of love, the frequency of healing, the frequency of DNA repair, the frequency of God. So feel free to add as many green hearts as you're divinely inspired to, and let's get into today's message. So today's message, Spirit is saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. So just generally, if you've been following the energies, the messages, the recent readings, the energies are amping up as the planet continues to harmonize and settle in the age of Aquarius energies. So that means that we are in the beginning stages of the age of Aquarius. But what is happening is, as as the age of Aquarius settles in, the old Piscean age is also dying out. So with every age, their systems, their paradigms, their cultures, their beliefs, their dogmas, and their entities that are invested in in the kind of energies in that age, where in an evolutionary process like such as what is happening or taking place on the planet right now, they're not able to change because they are stuck in their ways, or they have dug in their heels, or they really are about whatever is dying out, or whatever is no longer resonating with the new paradigm. They are, they're not adaptable. In other words, I could be updating someone that has watched a message in the channel library, a recent message titled "They're Not Ascending," but essentially, yes, they're not ascending. Or this could be a call for you to watch it. If you haven't already, there's a reason why Spirit is linking it up to today's message. But as beings of light continue to spiral upwards in your vibration, your frequency, the beings that are not healing, they are descending. They are continuing to spiral downward into lower vibrations and the lower states of being. So what happens is, when they experience that kind of a downturn or a downfall, they tend to become more aggressive, maybe even more violent. I could be talking to someone that has been dealing with demonic attacks, demonic possession by entities that are, not growing, and that are feeling contrasted to your healing and your self-improvement and your growth. So as they feel contrasted by your progress, by your light, by your expansion, they also tend to create pressure for you to stop, or to to stand still, or for you to even backslide back to them, back to where they are comfortable with you, which is beneath them, which is under their control, which is under their abuse, which is under their entrapment of your soul. So Spirit is bringing a reminder for someone that may be facing that kind of pressure in this season. Spirit is saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. I could also be talking to someone that has been dealing with those opposing forces, those dualities, and it's been creating a lot of pressure for you, or a lot of steam, or a lot of heat on this journey for you. But instead, you've used that as fuel for yourself. I could be talking to someone that has taken to creativity, either as a new venture, or a new hobby, or as a new vocation, or maybe your level of creativity has also increased during this season. You have actually taken that pressure and allowed it to diffuse through your creativity, because what creativity does is it puts you in flow state, it puts you in connection, direct contact with divine energies, divine forces, such as your spirit team, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, Most High Mother and Father God. gods, goddesses, whichever divine forces or deities you connect with. So I could be updating someone that has now come to that realization that you are performing at your finest when the pressure is highest, because you now know how to how to alchemize those energies, how to convert those energies. I'm definitely talking to a magician. I'm definitely talking to a tribe of magicians, because the magician card does show up frequently in our messages. So let's go in through tarot and see what else Spirit wants you to be mindful of in this season. So first out is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is about gaining more wisdom, gaining more insight, becoming more enlightened, especially through your connection with the cosmos, with universal forces, divine forces, just like Spirit mentioned earlier, that through the pressures that you're encountering on this journey, it is actually causing you to be in more contact or more close connection with the divine forces. So I could be talking to someone that's also working with Yeshua on this journey. Yeshua is the ultimate hanged man. So a hanged man is also someone that is wise. A hanged man is also someone that takes deep dives on situations, on matters, to gain more insight, to gain more understanding, and to make more informed decisions. You could resonate with the number 12. You could be born the 12th of a month. You could be born in December. You could be born January the 2nd. You could be born February the 1st. You could be 21 years old or be born the 21st of a month. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Seven of Wands is also coming through, and yes, confirmation that definitely you are channeling that pressure through your wands, through your fire, through your creativity, through your magic. 7 is also the number of God, so that makes it a spiritual number. So I'm definitely talking to someone that is also very spiritual in your creativity, or you also connect with your spirituality through your creativity. I could also be talking to someone that is also currently experiencing a lot of pressure, and Spirit wants you to be in this 7 of Wands as you face opposing forces. This could be covert narcissists, psychic vampires, energy vampires, soulless beings, NPCs, demonic principalities, demonic strongholds. Whatever the source of that pressure is, whether it's primarily in the spirit realm or it could be embodied as well, Spirit wants you to be in the 7 of Wands energy, meaning stay spiritual or connect with the spirit realm through your wands, because wands is also fire and fire is a spirit. I could also be talking to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I could also be talking to a fire shaman. You could be born the 7th of a month. You could be a life path number 7. You could be born in July. You could also be born July the 7th. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. You could also be 77 years old. Another 7 is also coming through right after I mentioned number 7. So you could be seeing repeating 7s. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. And this is the 7 of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying, in times of pressure, or in this time of pressure, stay connected with the spirit realm through your wands, your creativity, and also in this 7 of Pentacles energy, stay focused on your pentacles, which is your gifts, your manifestations, your wealth. I could also be talking to someone that is manifesting new wealth, or someone that is also growing in a growth phase with your wealth or your income. For someone, this could be the source of the pressure. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But in this Seven of Pentacles energy, definitely tend to your fruits, tend to your spiritual garden, tend to your spiritual fruits, Spirit is saying. So continue to perform at your finest. So I could also be talking to someone that is also seeing healthy growth or healthy expansion of your gifts, of your talents, or even a healthy cycle ending and closure process for yourself as you break generational curses. Take what resonates and leave the rest. You could also be born 1977. If that's you, this message is definitely for you. King of Swords is coming through, so I could be talking to someone that's working with Archangel Michael on this journey. Archangel Michael is also the ultimate King of Swords. So for someone, this message could be coming directly from Archangel Michael, saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. So this could also be a message for someone, a message of encouragement, a message for you to stay on the battlefield until you secure your victory. Stay on your throne as this King of Swords. If you're a feminine listening, remember every soul has the polarity of masculine, feminine energies. This is energy. This is not gender. So during times of pressure, or during this moment that you're experiencing, be in this King of Swords energy. A King of Swords is also someone that is very sharp in the mind. A King of Swords is also very assertive. A King of Swords is also very skilled at dissecting matters, and also fighting and winning and conquering spiritual battles in the air realm, in the swords realm. As a King of Swords is also someone that takes decisive action, because swords is also about action. So as a King of Swords, you are guaranteed to perform at your finest even when the pressure is highest. Your name could start with a K. I'm hearing Kate. I'm hearing Kingsley. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So Three of Swords fell out in the reverse. So I could be talking to someone that has been attacked in the heart space, and because you're this King of Swords, like, your swords are powerful. So this Three of Swords energy, these attacks that are targeting your heart chakra, they're really nothing. You actually perform at your finest when the pressure is highest. So I could also be talking to someone that's dealing with attacks, or someone that is closing out or has just closed out attacks from a group of 3 or from a coven. You could resonate with 3 as a crowd. But I'm definitely talking to someone that is dealing with dark forces that have projected this Three of Swords energy to you. This could be currently happening, or this is something that you're closing out on. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest, but stay at your finest, because you are this King of Swords. You could be a life path number 3. You could be born the 3rd of the month. You could be born in March. You could be born March the 3rd. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. Two of Pentacles is also coming through. I'm definitely talking to someone that is also now very gifted, very skilled at juggling your pentacles, at juggling your spirituality with your physical existence, that type of duality. So I'm talking to someone that now understands that you're a spiritual being having a human experience. So as you can see in this picture, he's holding up his pentacles to the heavens, so to speak, or to his source, as someone that understands that you create in the spirit realm and then bring it into physical existence. You might resonate with as above, so below. I could also be talking to someone that's working with Hermes Trismegistus on this journey. You could be a life path number 2. You could be born the second of a month. You could be born in February. I could also be talking to a Libra. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I'm also talking to someone that also knows how to juggle and stay balanced under pressure, because the number 2 is also about balance. So I'm talking to someone that the very message itself, the very title itself implies that you're somebody that is very balanced, because when you perform at your finest, when the pressure is highest, it's like you're giving equal amount of energy or equal amount of effort based on the pressure that is at hand. That's who I'm talking to. Eight of Wands is also coming through, and the number 8 is the number of rebirth. I'm talking to someone that is rebirthing themselves spiritually on this journey through your wands. I'm talking to someone that's staying in the higher realms through your wands, because there are clouds here. So Spirit already mentioned or illustrated how your wands or your creativity keeps you connected with higher powers or divine forces. So I'm also talking to someone that is also now manifesting divine creativity under pressure. So we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest, because that's how we're created. That's how God intended us to perform, because we are creatures of balance. If you carry the light in you, you carry also darkness, and as a balanced soul, you would integrate and balance those energies, same as your masculine, feminine energies. You could resonate with yin and yang. So 8 is also the number of it's the infinity symbol upright, that could also resonate with someone. And 8 is also a number of balance or stability, because it's an even number. So I'm also talking to someone that is very stable and even-minded, someone that is in their self-mastery, self-control. When you're in your wands or in your fire, your creativity, wands is also about your passion. So I'm also talking to someone that is also very stable in your passion, in your sensuality. So even when you're under attack, I will be talking to someone that has been dealing with rage attacks, envy attacks, jealous rage attacks by COVID narcissists, energy vampires, psychic vampires, soulless beings, but you always stay even-minded or even-keeled. That's who I'm talking to. Spirit could also be saying to someone, stay even-keeled if you're someone that is experiencing attacks, because 8 of Wands is also about incoming communication, and it also 8 of Wands also carries speed. So I could also be talking to someone that has been receiving incoming wands or fire attacks from opposing forces, communicating with you in your mental space or messing with your mental space. So Spirit is saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. Use that 8 of Wands. If you're someone that is dealing with negative fire attacks at this time, use that to tweak your performance in your creativity. This could also be a call for someone to also pay attention to incoming intuitive messages. 8 of Wands is about incoming communication, so make sure that you are tapping in. But naturally, if you're in your creativity, you also are, tapped in through your intuition. So I'm also talking to someone that is very intuitive, because creativity also engages your intuition or boosts your intuition. The High Priestess is coming through, so I'm also talking to a High Priestess, someone that is very connected. Already mentioned that you're very connected with the higher powers or divine forces through your creativity. I'm also talking to someone that now knows how to converse with the ancestors, with the angels, with your spirit guides, with Most High Mother and Father God through your creativity. So we have Most High Mother and Father God energies in this reading so far. The High Priestess, Most High Mother God, is also the ultimate High Priestess. So I could also be talking to someone that's working with the Most High Mother God on this journey, and today's message is from Most High Mother God for someone. We perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. I could also be talking to someone that's working with the Egyptian goddess of the moon, goddess Isis. She's also another powerful high priestess. So for someone, that could be a message from the goddess Isis. It could be a life path number 2. So this is also a repeating 2 in today's message. So you could be seeing repeating 2s. I'm also talking to someone that is very introspective. I'm talking to someone that is also now able to go deep within your subconscious. You're able to take deep dives and examine yourself. That's why the Hanged Man energy is also in the message. You examine yourself, you examine your emotions, you examine your feelings, you see what needs to be released, and you do exactly that. That's why we have swords, you as the King of Swords, because swords are also for cutting. So I'm talking to someone that has been making cuts. I'm also talking to someone that has been cutting right to the bone and marrow of matters and closing out on generational curses in this High Priestess energy. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So Page of Pentacles is coming through. So a page is a bearer of news, and the Pentacles again is your wealth. It's the fruition or materialization of your spiritual seeds or spiritual efforts. So pay attention to incoming intuitive messages, especially through that 8 of Wands energy as well. You are manifesting good news. Someone is about to receive good news. I could be talking to someone that's working with Archangel Gabriel on this journey, and because you have performed at your finest, or because you're performing at your finest when the pressure is highest, you are about to receive good news in your physical reality, or you're also about to manifest good news or good things in your physical reality because you are performing at your finest when the pressure is highest. I'm talking to someone that is not giving up. I'm talking to someone that is not slacking off in this season. Your name could start with a P. I'm hearing Peter. I'm hearing Paul. I'm hearing Pauline. I'm hearing Precious. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So I'm bringing out the Inner Path Oracle. This is my very own oracle deck that I downloaded from Source, from the Most High Mother and Father God. from the angels, the ancestors and spirit guides of the highest love and light. There are messages, there are activations. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, if you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, add green hearts to the comments. And also, please add or please like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you today to help others find it. So let's continue and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on at this time. So Bliss Out is coming through, and it's funny because as I was, preparing to shuffle the cards, it was sticking out. I put it back in the pile, and it popped right back out again on my shuffle. So definitely Spirit wants you to bliss out, to be in your bliss, because you are performing at your finest. So blissing out or being in your bliss means being in your inner stillness or in your inner bliss, like being blissful in your heart, being blissful in your mind, knowing that you are performing at your finest. So that means not allowing any negativity to affect your mental space or to affect your creativity. I'm also talking to someone that finds their bliss through creativity. You could be 42 years old, you could be born 1942, you could be 24 years old, you could be born 1924, you could be born April 2nd or February 4th. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Joy is also coming through. So bliss and joy are right up the same alley, or they're in the same neighborhood. Your name could be Joy, or your name could mean joy. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I'm also talking to someone that is also finding their joy through your creativity. You're now finding joy in your creativity, and you're also finding joy at the realization that you actually perform at your finest, you actually do better, you actually grow more, you actually expand more when the pressure is highest. You could be 43 years old, you could be born 1943 or 1934, you could be 34 years old, you could be born April the 3rd or March the 4th. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So white path or inner path activation is also coming through for someone. I could also be talking to someone that has found their white path or their inner path when the pressure was highest. I could be talking to someone that has recently just come out of a dark night of the soul. I could also be talking to someone that is at some point on your journey, you have asked the divine powers, the higher powers, who am I? You have asked the universe the question, who am I? That is actually when your white path or your inner path starts to open up for you. That is like the beginning of a more profound inward spiritual journey. So I could also be talking to someone that is also at the beginning of their spiritual journey. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But Spirit wants you to know right from the beginning that we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. You could be 37 years old, you could be born 1937, you could be born 1973 or be 73 years old, you could be born March the 7th or July the 3rd. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So Judgment Day for the Ops is coming through. I'm definitely talking to someone that is in judgment season. It is also a collective energy. This is what is taking place on the planet. It's Judgment Day on the planet as old systems, old paradigms are dying out and new ones are rising. As the human consciousness shifts from 3D to 5D, everything is under judgment. that means that whatever no longer resonates with this new beginning or with this newer level or higher level of consciousness has got to go, has got to be tossed. That's why Spirit mentioned earlier that I'm talking to someone that is making cuts, someone that may be facing a lot of pressure as you make cuts on this journey. But Spirit wants you to know that it is judgment day on the planet. It's judgment day for the ops. That means that it's the season for it. You are meant to make those cuts no matter how much pressure you're facing. I could be talking to a life path number 22. If you're a life path number 22, you're a humanitarian. I'm also talking to someone that's self-assertive, and no surprises, you are the King of Swords as well. You could be 22 years old. You could be born 1922. You could be born the 22nd of a month. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could also have seen recently 2222, because we have 2222 in the message so far. So you could be seeing repeating twos as well. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. If you're seeing repeating twos, it's an angel number. If you're seeing 222, for example, it's an angel number. That also means balance and alignment. So any increments or repeats of that number in the same string is just an amplification of those energies. So I'm also talking to someone that also aligns more closely with universal forces, with higher powers when you're under pressure or when the pressure is highest. And I'm also just going to ring the bell to anchor those energies of alignment in this message for the tribe, to ensure that dark forces do not snatch that energy or dissipate that energy or cause any of anyone that's meant to receive this message to to fall asleep to those energies of alignment. So here is the bell, so that any dark energies that may be present can dissipate away from this energy of alignment. So jungle DNA activation also came out at the same time as Judgment Day for the orbs. Definitely you need your jungle DNA, because 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception. So just those two things alone account for 93% of your DNA. But what this jungle DNA is it's that part of your DNA that has been dormant due to matrix manipulation. That part of your DNA that they have deceitfully labeled as junk DNA. Spirit has revealed that this is jungle DNA, meaning that it is the part of your DNA that activates animal-like traits, like telepathy, like your instinct, like your intuition, because those are the powers, the superpowers that animals use to get on with their lives in the jungle. So we too, we are like animals. So you could be 41 years old, you could be born 1941. Spirit is saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. That's why you're getting this jungle DNA. This could be a lion activation for someone as well. That jungle DNA activation could be a lion activation for someone, for you to be more bold or more courageous, especially under pressure. You could be born April the 1st or January the 4th. You could also be born the 14th of a month. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Healer is also coming through. I'm definitely talking to a healer. I'm also talking to a shaman. I'm also talking to a wounded healer. And when you are a wounded healer, it means that it's pretty much like you have to get wounded every time for you to release healing energies, or rather every time that you get wounded. And this could be emotionally, this could even be physically. You do actually release healing energy. How that works is that because you're a being of light, you're someone that carries light, you're very protected by divine forces. And when you get injured, or when you get hurt, whether it's in the spirit realm or whether it's in the physical realm, divine forces have to discharge enough healing energy or enough healing power from the cosmos to heal you, to make sure that you never stumble, you never fall, to make sure that you resurrect. If you're someone that has been under graveyard attacks, I could be talking to someone that has recently gone through an NDE. I could also be talking to someone that has also been recently dealing with graveyard attacks. That's very specific. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. But Spirit wants you to know that each time you go through those attacks, powerful healing energies are dispensed to you from the cosmos, from the universe, from the Most High Mother and Father God. And because you are a being that sends and receives light codes or electrical messages, you also breathe in and breathe out healing energies. So that's why you're called a healer. So I could be talking to someone that is finding out through this message today that you are a healer, because that's quite a detailed explanation that someone is getting from the spirit realm. So you could be born the 12th of a month, you could be born in December, you could be born the 21st of a month, you could be born 1921, you could be born January 2nd or February the 1st. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But wounded healers also often activate their healing powers or their healing abilities through pressure. So I could also be talking to a shaman, a new shaman, or a shaman that is rebirthing, because we have rebirth energies here. So take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Karma is also coming through, so I'm definitely talking to someone that is closing out on karmic cycles, because that judgment energy is present. And as you close out those karmic cycles, as you destroy or break generational curses, you're also unleashing karma or activating karma for anyone that has been involved in those cycles that you're closing out. So I could be talking to someone that is also receiving a lot of backlash because you're closing out on karmic cycles. I could be talking to someone that's receiving a lot of backlash from the dark forces that are now receiving the karma that they created for themselves on your timeline. You could be 28 years old, you could be born 1982, you could be 82 years old, you could be born 1928, you could be born February the 8th or August the 2nd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Tenacity and courage is coming through. Spirit already mentioned that jungle DNA activation is for someone to become more courageous, more bold. Here's a tenacity and courage upgrade or activation for someone. So this is also a confirmation. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could be 48 years old, you could be born 1948 or 1984. You could be 84 years old, you could be born April the 8th or August the 4th. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I could also be updating someone that has read the novel 1984. So Buddha is also coming through. Buddha energies, energies of peace and compassion. I'm also talking to someone that is also now embodying a lot of peace and compassion on this journey. You yourself are a Buddha, or you can be described as a Buddha. For someone, this is a message coming from Buddha. If you're someone that is working with Buddha on this journey, Buddha is also activating peace and compassion for you to perform at your finest when pressure is highest. And this is a perfect example of that healer, or a demonstration of how healing energies work, because Buddha is the deity or the ascended master known for peace and compassion. And how Buddha has become the embodiment of peace and compassion, it's because he has been wounded enough for him to be the embodiment of peace and compassion. So that's how Buddha also shares that energy. Buddha is still very much alive and evolving together with the collective of light. So Buddha is also part of this soul tribe, and Buddha also shares Buddha's energy with anyone that is initiated or that is working with Buddha. So this could also be an initiation for someone to work with Buddha, so that you can perform at your finest when the pressure is highest. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. It could be a life path number 3. You could be born the 3rd of a month. You could be born in March. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So let's continue with more oracle messages and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on at this time. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you, to help others find it. And if you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, add green hearts to the comments. So trust is coming through. So I'm hearing trust the process, trust the universe, trust God, or trust the higher powers, whichever resonates with you. So if you're someone that is currently experiencing a lot of pressure, trust that you are on the right path. I'm also hearing, because oftentimes dark forces can also make you doubt yourself or doubt your path. Actually, it's truth, it's not trust. But so I guess someone needed to hear the message about trust. So take it if it resonates with you, the message that just came through about trust. But truth is also coming through. So I'm also talking to someone that is also living your truth, someone that is also now embracing your truth, because you're discovering your truth through your wands, through your fire, through your creativity, and under pressure. So I'm also talking to someone that is also agreeing that it is the truth that we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. I'm talking to someone for whom this is true, that you are performing at your finest when the pressure is highest. And this is your truth. Travel is also coming through, so I could also be talking to someone that is traveling during this season, or I could also be talking to someone that also travels frequently on your journey. This could be in the physical realm, or this could also be in the spirit realm. I could also be talking to someone that is also being activated to travel astrally as you continue to continue to expand and grow on this journey, especially because your jungle DNA is being activated or being upgraded, because the animal kingdom is also in the ancestral realm, or in the spirit realm, or in the angelic realm. And for you to connect with those energies, or with those souls, or with those deities or ascended masters, you have to travel astrally. You have to travel with them. I'm definitely picking up on shamanic energy. I'm talking to a new shaman. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. reconciliation energy is also coming through. So I could also be talking to a generational curse breaker that incarnated to break generational curses, and breaking generational curses can also involve breaking, definitely it involves the breaking down of karmic relationships. So I could also be talking to a generational curse breaker that is also manifesting or about to manifest a reconciliation of connections that had to be broken due to karmic interference, but those connections have since healed, or they are healing, and it's a season of reconciliation for someone. That's very specific. Take it if it resonates. I could also be talking to someone that is also in a reconciliation, but this could be a reconciliation that may that may involve a lot of pressure, not between the parties that are reconciling, but rather from outside forces, opposing forces, dark forces. So Spirit is saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. That means that reconciliation is also being boosted, and as the karmic cycles are being closed, whoever is involved in that reconciliation is also being given this dose of healing, this dose of tenacity and courage, this dose of compassion and peace as as you engage in that reconciliation or reconciliation energy. So that means that it's Judgment Day for the orbs. Your reconciliation is protected, and karma is being activated for anyone that is trying to mess with that reconciliation, or anyone that is trying to mess with your work as a generational curse breaker that is now manifesting reconciliation. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Freedom is also coming through. I'm definitely talking to a freedom fighter, someone that embodies freedom, soul independence. That's who I'm talking to. I'm also talking to someone that is finding their freedom through the realization that we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. So that means you free yourself in moments of pressure. You don't allow the pressure to get the best of you, but you allow yourself to be at your finest. So when you're at your finest, that pressure actually sets you free. You become free. You become more powerful. You become more empowered as you navigate that pressure. So I'm definitely talking to someone that is manifesting new freedom as well, new freedom through your creativity. I'm also talking to someone who is performing at their finest under pressure, and it's creating new freedom for you. Because when you perform at your finest, it opens up new doors, new realities, new manifestations. I'm also hearing which are soul freeing. So new manifestations which are soul freeing, or that are soul freeing for you. So manifestation is coming through right after Spirit mentioned manifestation. You are in a season of manifestation. Reconciliation is one of your manifestations. Reconciling, caring connections that have been ruptured in the past due to karma or due to karmic interference. So Spirit is saying this is a season where you are, very ripe and ready to manifest. If you are someone that is under pressure, under a lot of pressure at this time, just because of what season it is on the planet. It is a season of manifestation. It is a season of judgment. So there's a lot of energies that you can actually take advantage of to perform at your finest in this season of pressure. Clarity is also coming through, so Spirit also is activating clarity for you. If you're someone that is working with a lot of pressure or dealing with a lot of pressure, especially in the spirit realm at this time. But I'm also talking to someone that is also now gaining a whole lot more clarity when you're under pressure, because you're someone that is patient, you're someone that stays connected with the spirit realm in your creativity. So you stay engaged with those higher powers long enough for you to gain clarity, long enough for you to see clearly. And this is also how you are manifesting cycle endings and closure. Confidence is also coming through. I'm also talking to someone that is becoming more confident under pressure. Congratulations if that's you. This could also be a confidence activation for someone, for you to perform at your finest when the pressure is highest. Take what resonates. Career is also coming through. So for someone, this is definitely career related. I could be talking to someone that is facing a lot of pressure in your career at this time. I could be talking to someone that is also manifested a new career, or someone that is in a new career, and it could be new beginning pressure for someone as you ramp up, as as you settle down in this new career. But Spirit has already given you activations to help you to navigate any career related pressure. I could also be talking to someone that is breaking career related generational curses, especially ancient curses, because when you're breaking ancient curses, it means that you have to touch on each and every job or position that you have held along that path. So this could also mean opening up a can of worms, or opening up cans of worms each time you deal with a specific position or a scenario. So the energies that you need to navigate that pressure are being activated in this message. And also this message, it has the energy of a tree, and trees are symbols of life, and also there's rainbow energy here. A rainbow also is an omen or a symbol of the fulfillment of God's promises over your life. You could also resonate with the Irish saying that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I could also be talking to someone that is also experiencing a stormy patch on your journey, someone that is going through a spiritual storm, and Spirit wants you to know that you are manifesting a rainbow, which also is cycle ending and closure, because a rainbow shows up or manifests after the storm has passed. This could also be a Hopi prophecy activation for someone. I could be updating someone that has watched a message in the channel library titled "It's Official, Hopi Prophecy Activated," or this could be a call for you to watch it if you haven't already. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So boundaries is also coming through. So this could be a call for someone to set healthy boundaries for yourself with this pressure or with this situation that is creating a lot of pressure or a lot of heat for you. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Ground yourself. I'm also hearing set boundaries that help to keep you balanced and grounded. I'm also hearing. So that could be a call for someone to also balance yourself out, especially because we're talking about career, we're talking about fire. This could be a call for you to balance yourself out. I could be talking to someone that is also experiencing burnout in your career at this time. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. Spirit is saying you need to set a boundary. So let's continue with the Conscious Spirit Oracle messages and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like for you to focus on at this time. If the message resonates with you and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, please like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you to help others find it. So I just saw 333. So if you recently saw 333, this message definitely is for you. 333 is an angel number that also in part represents growth. It also represents movement. So take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Sun Goddess is also coming through with the number 33 right after I rang the bell for 333. So a lot of number 3 energy. 3 is also the number of magic. 3 is also the number. It's a catalyst. 3 can also mean a crowd, a community. You could resonate with 2's company. 3 is a crowd. I could also be talking to someone that is also receiving pressure from a crowd or from a coven or from a cult or from a secret society. Someone that's dealing with demonic pressure that is coming from a group dynamic. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I could also be talking to someone that is working with a sun goddess on this journey. I could be talking to someone that's working with Nefertiti. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I'm also talking to someone that can also be described as a sun goddess, someone that likes to spend time with the sun, someone that likes to sun meditate. This could also be a call for you to spend more time with the sun. I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. So definitely you want to connect with sun energies just because they are showing up in this message today. So if you're not seeing sunshine where you are or as you receive the message, you can also do a sun meditation if you cannot be in direct sunlight. This could be whether it's at nighttime or it could be a cloudy day. It doesn't matter. You can still connect with the healing power of sun energies through meditation. I could also be talking to someone that's working with Yeshua. I could also be talking to an ascended master, life path number 33. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. You could be 33 years old. You could be born March the 3rd. You could be born 1933. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. So nature spirits is coming through, and I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. So this is also a call for someone to work with the nature spirits, connect with the nature spirits. So that means connect with nature. Nature helps you to stay balanced and to stay grounded, especially if you are currently working under pressure. So you could be 35 years old, you could be born 1935 or 1953. You could be 53 years old, you could be born March 5th or May the 3rd. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Fire elemental is coming through. I'm definitely talking to the fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. So I'm definitely talking to someone that connects with the spirit world through fire. I could be talking to a fire shaman. I could be talking to a fire bender. You could resonate with the movie or the show, The Avatar, or The Last Airbender. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. This could also be a call for someone to connect with the fire elemental or the element of fire. That means this could be burn a candle. This could be, light up a fire for you to meditate, besides, or for you to, just sit besides, because fire is very cleansing and also very purifying. I could be updating someone that has also watched a recent message in the channel library titled Use Spiritual Fire, or this could be a call for you to watch that message if you haven't already. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So you could be born the 14th of the month, you could be born January 4th, you could be born 1941, you could be born April the 1st, you could be 41 years old. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Forest Frolic Maiden is also coming through. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. So this could also be an inner child activation for someone. I could also be talking to someone that is in a new career that involves your inner child, or a new vocation that involves your inner child, or a new hobby that involves your inner child. You're journeying with your inner child, and for someone, this message is coming from your inner child. We perform at our finest when the pressure is highest, because your inner child is also the wisest part of you. So you could be 38 years old, you could be born 1938 or 1983, you could be 83 years old, you could be born August the 3rd or March the 8th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could also resonate with mushrooms, you could resonate with toadstools, you could also resonate with squirrels. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. For someone, those could be the nature spirits that are calling you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So celebrate life is also coming through. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. So I'm talking to someone that celebrates life every day. I'm talking to someone that no longer waits for special holidays or special events. You simply just celebrate life every day. Celebration is a part of your everyday life. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I'm talking to someone that's very strongly connected with nature, strongly connected with the elements. You could resonate with the hummingbird, you could resonate with the wolf spirit, you could resonate with the bald eagle, you could resonate with the leopard or with the cheetah. You could also resonate with the frog spirit. For someone, these are the nature spirits that are calling with you. So take whichever one resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could be 43 years old, you could be born 1943 or 1934, you could be born April the 3rd or March the 4th. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Wheel of Life is also coming through. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. Spirit already mentioned the harmony of performing at your finest when the pressure is highest. So I'm also talking to someone that is also now in their yin and yang. You could resonate with yin and yang. I'm also talking to someone that is manifesting balance and harmony as you embrace pressure. Because when you embrace pressure, when you embrace it, you're not going against it, you're therefore going with the flow. I'm talking to someone that also now knows how to go with the flow under pressure, meaning if the pressure is forcing you to move faster, you move faster and you still perform at your finest. Congratulations if that's you. You could be 42 years old, you could be born 1942, you could be born April the 2nd or February the 4th. You could also be 24 years old or be born the 24th of the month. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Archangel Michael is also coming through, and this is a confirmation. Archangel Michael already showed up earlier for someone, so I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. So I could also be talking to someone that is feeling gratitude for Archangel Michael's assistance on this journey. This could also be a sort of light activation for someone through this message, for you to perform at your finest. A sort of light activation by Archangel Michael himself for you to perform at your finest when the pressure is highest. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could be born the 16th of a month, you could be born 1961 or be 61 years old, you could be born January the 6th or June the 1st. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Earth angel is also coming through. I'm definitely talking to an incarnated angel, an earth angel. I could also be talking to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. I'm also talking to someone that really cares about the environment. I could be talking to an environmentalist. I could also be talking to an environmental activist. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I could also be talking to someone that is also starting a new career that has something to do with the earth or with the environment. I'm also hearing ecosystem. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could be 34 years old, you'll be born 1934, you'll be born March the 4th, you'll be born April the 3rd. Take what resonates. You'll be born 1943 or be 43 years old. Take what resonates. So integration is also coming through. I'm definitely talking to someone that is also now fully integrated, or you're becoming more fully integrated in your own soul. Spirit already mentioned inner child healing, and when you start inner child healing, you are integrating with your soul. Also, if you have asked yourself the question, who am I? You're also integrating with your inner child. So I'm also talking to someone that is achieving full soul integration in this season as you make those cuts, because as you make those cuts in this judgment season, you are leaving what no longer resonates with you, and you're taking what supports you on this journey. So it puts you in more balance and in more fullness of who you really are. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. So I'm also talking to a leader. I'm also talking to someone that incarnated to help the collective to evolve, to help the collective ascend. So you could be 44 years old. I could also be talking to someone, to an ascended master that's ascending to ascended master level 44. You could be born 1944, you could be 44 years old, you could be born April the 4th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So I'm going to close this part of the message. I hope it has brought someone some healing, some clarity, some illumination. If you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, if the message resonates with you today, please like, share, subscribe, help make the video more visible to others. And also, if you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, add green hearts to the comments. So I'm going to wrap it up now with angel answers for anyone that has a question for your angel or angels and you would like them to reply through this oracle. Now is the time. Please think of your question as I shuffle the cards. So look for a sign is coming through. If your question resonates with this answer, then that is your angel answer. Look for a sign. For the tribe in general, Spirit is saying we perform at our finest when the pressure is highest. Look for a sign. Look for a sign from the universe. So this can mean anything. Look for a sign. We also have boundaries. So look for a sign that you have reached your boundary. But this could also be look for a sign, for further guidance or further assistance or further help. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So I would that's all I have for you today, Soul Tribe. I would like to take this opportunity to close this message and to wish everyone a beautiful day, living your best life. Until next time, one earth, one love, peace.